From Mexico to North Carolina, then to Tennessee. From a combat vet to a Northeast State nursing graduate. Today, I'm with José Tavárez. Jose, before I even get started, Aaron Blevins says hello.
Can you tell her I say hello back? I should actually tell her in person, I feel like, because she's a great person and everyone over there that she works with.
They're all-stars for sure, our folks that work with student scholarships, and I think that's the first place that we met was in a scholars meeting where you sat very quietly and contently in the back of the room and kind of took in the 30 or so people that were around you. For that reason, I don't know a whole lot about you, just a little bit about your backstory. If you wouldn't mind, tell me how you ended up in Tennessee.
So, I guess the main reason we ended up in Tennessee was my mom's family. The majority of her siblings live in this area, and we wanted to be closer to family. I remember growing up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we lived maybe 6 hours away from all my cousins, and I remember my sisters and I would always be telling our parents, can we just move over there? Can we just move over there? And then finally they gave in and we moved from Raleigh, North Carolina to Kingsport, Tennessee when I was 12.
And so you attended a few area high schools, I think you told me in previous conversation, but it wasn't straight from high school to college. That wasn't your path.
No, that wasn't my path. In high school, I had applied to a few of the local colleges, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to study. And so I chose the path of joining the Army, and I decided on being a combat medic because I had never really done anything medical related. I had had some classes in high school, but I wanted to get a feel for it, experience it for myself. And so I was in the military, then I came back home to Tennessee, and I did some like painting jobs and worked at a restaurant, so not really a career, but I always had it in my mind that I wanted to try nursing, but I always sort of talked my way out of it, or told myself like it's too much, or told myself no before I even stepped in through the door. So it took some years for me to finally say yes and start my first semester at Northeast State, which was scary. And then I don't know, I feel like it builds your confidence, with getting into the classroom and actually being successful. So I just built on that until I applied to the nursing program and got accepted. And I actually just completed it this past semester. So it's been a long road, I feel like, to finally say, hey, I finally got my nursing degree.
I saw that. I saw the photograph of you. It's what prompted this interview of you in your, I don't know if it's called a lab coat or what, but it was sharp. It had the logo on the shoulder. I think you said your nursing pinning ceremony was virtual because you did this in the midst of a pandemic, which further complicates things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a new experience doing it through Zoom, a whole ceremony,
I want to say something about you as an individual. First, I want to say thank you for your service. I think your service in the military and also your desire to want to be a nurse speaks to the caliber of individual that you are, that you're dedicated to helping people. This is probably something that doesn't come as a surprise to you, but I did see recently that med school and the nursing professions have seen a huge uptick in enrollment as a result of pandemic, or maybe not as a result of it, but maybe in a response to it. And to me, that didn't necessarily initially click. I just didn't understand. I thought, I hope no one passes judgment on me here, but if they do, that's okay. The last place I think I'd want to be right now is in a hospital. But that's not the way that you and a lot of people that are seeking out careers in the medical field are necessarily geared.
Yeah, it's I did hear about that, and I feel like it reminded me of my time in the military, where I worked around a lot of people that had joined the military specifically in response to 9/11. Some, back in 2011. It's been some time, but it still feels fairly recent to me. So I'm not surprised that that's what's happening. I sort of can see that things like that sort of brings out something within people to respond and contribute and see what they can do to help society in general.
We've always known that I feel like we've always known as a culture in this country that our armed, that our services, our Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the National Guard are heroes because of the sacrifices that they make. One of the things that I think has come out of, one of the great things that has come out of, is what heroes wear scrubs. I don't know that we truly had the value and appreciation for our healthcare providers before that we do now, and I really appreciate everybody and the commitments that they're making. All of our alumni and the folks in this community that are helping to provide immunizations, that are helping folks who are by themselves struggling with their health. You really set out to do a tremendous service to our community or wherever you end up. So I guess what I want to do is ask you two things. I always give the folks the opportunity to say hi to anybody they like to talk to, because we're all shut up in our houses right now or in small offices trying to make ends meet. So I want you to reach out to anybody you'd like to say hi to, and I'd like to ask you to close with some words of encouragement.
I feel like there's so many people at Northeast State. Everyone I came across was an awesome person, but I guess some of the names I know are John Adcox and Jessica Kelso from the Veterans Center. I actually received a scholarship, Veterans Endowed Scholarships, for 2 semesters. So they helped me out with that. And then, of course, Rayma Gibbs, Aaron Blevins, and Josh Johnson with the Scholars Foundation. And then Roberta Duggar and Linda Calvert. They help out with the Black Student Association, but they also with the Peer Minority Mentors. And there's a lot of people to name in the nursing program, but everybody in the nursing program. And this guy, Carson Wall, I think, he might have an office at 3rd floor in the library. Is he still there?
Right now we're all just trying to find some social distancing and be on campus, but you can find me just about anywhere on campus. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I guess some advice I'd give is just, I don't know, don't let yourself talk yourself out of things that you want to do or you want to accomplish. If you have to, just baby steps. I feel like once you actually get going and you see the results, positive results, that just builds your confidence. And you can just write it out, or write it out sounds wrong, but you can accomplish the entire thing if you just work past that.
It's how you eat an elephant, and I know that's a weird analogy, but it's just one bite at a time.
Yeah. I like that.
Jose, man, it was good to spend some time with you. Congratulations on graduating. Keep me posted on where you are, where you're working. I hope you're within our community, here with your family. But if not, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Take care.